If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. Man, this is crazy, bruh. I'm talking about, here it is, we got Kodak Black lawyer. This is a lawyer coming out and basically saying that 1090 Jake is a rat. Now understand something. He's not coming out and saying that, hey, 1090 Jake, you a rat. But he's coming out and saying, hey man, I got some paperwork on you. Well, you gave a sworn statement, right? Not only that, he's saying things like, hey, you told the police and you gave an interview and, you told some people where a gun at and all this old type of stuff. This is a lawyer doing this, right? Y'all probably don't believe me. Check it out. Now, as you can see, this is Kodak Black's lawyer, Bradford Cohen, right? Now, here's my thing right here. If I came out and said that somebody, I got documents and sworn statements and, you gave the police an interview and stuff like that, the first thing that y'all would say is, where's the paperwork, hood educated? You can't just be coming out and saying stuff like that. Like, man, you gotta prove this to us, man. I mean, we rocking with you, but we ain't rocking with you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come out with the paperwork. So I want to ask the lawyer, where the paperwork? Cause I mean, like, inquiring minds would like to know. Inquiring minds would like to see these documents that you said that people are sending you. Where's the paperwork? Because, I mean, if you're going to be brave enough to put it out there like that, back up what you're saying. You a lawyer. Now, let me get an understanding with the hood educated residents and the guests. When I get on here and demonstrate my measure, I'm not trying to convince nobody to think like me. I am not trying to convince nobody to believe as I believe, right? I would like to believe in my mind that the hood educated residents are independent thinkers and they can think for themselves. But understand that I am not trying to convince no one. I'm just giving you my portion of understanding. And those of you who have been watching me, you know what I'm saying, some of the hood educated residents, they know this because there has been plenty of times where, brothers or sisters will jump in the comments and they say, hey, hood educated, I think you wrong on this one, brother. I don't believe this, that, and the other. And they'll state their facts. And I'll say, cool, that's your portion of understanding. Or if you correct me on something, I would say, thanks for the correction, right? Because it's not my job to convince you to believe what I believe, right? All I can do is get on here and just give my portion of understanding. Take what is good and throw away the bad. Y'all feel what I'm saying? I had to say that because a lot of people are trying to say that I'm sticking up for 1090 Jake and I'm the white man. I'm sticking up for the white man, and I'm talking about this weird stuff. And let me say something. I'm not racist. So all that culture vulture, the white man in black people business. Man, look, white man and white women been in black people business since the beginning of time. What is you talking about? Y'all just mad because here it is. This is a white man who is exposing rappers, black rappers, and he getting paid off of it. And y'all mad about it. why don't y'all make a channel and start exposing white rappers and white gangs and stuff like that? Since y'all so mad, why don't y'all start a channel and start exposing white people for telling and snitching? Rock and roll stars and motorcycle gangs and stuff like that, instead of hating and being mad at somebody else because they found the way out. You see what I'm saying? But no, you want to hate. But the energy that you hating with, you have not once went to your local news station and gave them that same type of energy. Because they talk about black murder, black death, black rape, black molestation. The news company been getting paid off of black crime since the beginning of time. Yeah, CNN, Fox, your local news station. Yeah, them white anchors on there talking about this, that, and the other. They been getting paid forever. Yeah, but you ain't got that energy for them. And then you want to say, hey, hood educated, you being biased and all that. Listen, check this out. Let me say this right here. If my opinion appears to be biased, that's my opinion. You ain't got to agree with that. If my opinion seems to be leaning over in a way that you don't agree with, that's my opinion. And if you see it as biased, hey, okay, cool, but that's mine. I got my way, you got your way. Now, this is my thing about this lawyer. Because here it is, this is a lawyer, y'all, who used to be a prosecutor, might I add. Yeah, he was a prosecutor before he was a defense attorney. So what that tell you? How many people he done locked up? Yeah. How many people that he done had come in the courtroom that he used as snitches against other people that look just like you? But now he want to step into this arena of the no snitch zone. He want to step in this arena and trying to point somebody else out as to say, hey, you a snitch, you a snitch. And I don't agree with that for the simple fact of this right here. He has an obligation to the court to snitch. He do. But he trying to point the finger at somebody else and say, hey man, you know, you got paperwork on you. Like he in the hood or something. Now I guarantee you, in his community, in the suburbs, wherever he live, I bet you they ain't got no snitch policy. I bet you he ain't telling people in his community not to snitch if somebody ran up and robbed his house. If somebody ran up and kidnapped his daughter. If somebody ran up and kicked his dog. He would want somebody to snitch. But now here it is, he trying to play street. Why? Because the no snitching thing, it don't affect him. But it affects you though. It affects your community, but it don't affect him. So that's why I disagree with him jumping into this street stuff and jumping into this no snitching zone. Like, come on, man. You have an obligation to tell. You are an officer of the court. You are a lawyer who used to be a prosecutor. So nah. You don't get no room to jump into this demonstration like that. Nah, And it's, the reason why I'm coming so hard at him is because of this right here, y'all. Here it is. This man is pointing the finger at another man and basically telling the whole world that, hey, this man is a rat. I got documentation that this man is a rat. I'm a lawyer though. You know, I'm a lawyer. I used to be a prosecutor too. Would he tell his son not to snitch? Will he tell his wife not to snitch? Would he tell his kids, his daughter, nieces and nephews, other people in his community not to snitch. Nah. But he wants you to believe that, hey man, this is a no snitch policy over here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm down with the streets. No, you not. No, you are not. And let me clarify something. As far as snitching goes, man, I don't care. I done said this in numerous videos before. Man, I don't care about that stuff, but I talk about it because it's content. And not only that, one thing that I can't agree with is paid informants. I explained to y'all why I can't agree with that. And criminals who's supposed to be a part of this street code that snitch on each other. I don't agree with that. But if you are a law-abiding citizen, man, snitch, I'm talking about high five, tell on they ass. Tell. You ain't no gangster. You tell. He had on the red Twin City hat. He had on the red Twin City jersey. Think he called himself hood educated. Yeah, if you ask me. Tell. Why? Because this one thing I come to realize. When you go to the suburbs, it's nice, quiet. You don't see people hanging out on the corners. You don't see drug addicts hanging out. You don't see people running around with guns, murders, rapes, robberies. You don't see that type of stuff in the suburbs. Why? Because all the criminals, they understand if they take that shit to the suburbs, what's going to happen to them. I seen the whole thing, officer. Yeah. He walked up, he shot the man 5 times, I think, probably 6, jumped into a brown Chevy Nova. Yes, they're going eastbound. Oh, I seen everything, officer. He pulled up, the guy gave him a pound of a white substance. It appears to be drugs. Yes, I'd never seen these guys before. You see what I'm saying? They know not to go out there to the suburbs with all that madness. They know. Because they understand them people in the suburbs gonna call the police on their ass. I say all that to say this right here. Imagine if you start doing that in your black community. Imagine if every time you seen madness and criminal activity going on in your community, that all of y'all in the community that are tax-paying citizens, law-abiding, got on the phone. Yeah. Gangbangers would know. Criminals would know. Man, we cannot go over north. They calling the police soon as they see us. We can't be in the lows selling dope. We can't be in the highs selling dope. We can't be in Brooklyn Center, Brooklyn Park, St. Paul, Frogtown, the west side, the east side, none of that selling dope. Why? Because they calling the police. Niggas are scared of the police. Criminals are scared of the police. You see what I'm saying? So understand something about hood educated. All this snitching stuff, the only part that I don't agree with is when criminals try to snitch on each other. Because you street. Okay? You street. You ain't supposed to do that. That goes against the rules. And the paid informant thing, no. Because you getting paid to betray. I don't like betrayal. I don't like that. Look, and this is just me. You ain't got to agree with it. This is just me. Now, let me say something to all you dumbass street guys, right? And y'all got to excuse me because I got to go in on them, right? Y'all are so street, but so police at the same damn time. And let me explain to you why. When your homeboys get shot and they laying there, blood gushing out their body, what you do? 911. My friend shot. Screaming, yelling, panic. You can't even breathe. My friend, they done shot. They done shot. You telling? No, you a street guy. Let them sit there and die. Don't call the police. Don't call the ambulance. Don't call nobody. This is gang life. You street, you gang. Let them die. Or pick them up and take them to take them to the hospital yourself and drop them off. No, you gonna call the police though. You scared, you panicking. So no, street guys, you can't call the police when your homeboy gets shot and he down there on the ground dying. No, somebody kidnapped your daughter, you can't call the police. Don't call the police and tell them what type of car the man in that done grabbed your daughter and threw her in the trunk. No, don't call the police for that. You a street guy. You can't do that. You street. Oh, they done stole your car? Don't call the police. Do not call the police and fill out a report saying that your car has been stolen. You a street guy. You can't talk to the police. You can't. And when the police beat your ass, police brutality, yeah. For you street guys, when the police kick you all in your ass, don't call the police. Don't call the lieutenants. Don't call the sergeants. Man, they just beat me up. Don't call no lawyer, because you telling. Man, they beat me up. They hit me upside the head. I'm blood everywhere. They did it for nothing. You telling. You a street guy. You can't call the police. You got to deal with that in the streets. Yeah. Car crashes, all that. Don't call no insurance companies about nothing. If your house get burglarized, you can't call the insurance company and let them know. Hey man, look, somebody just burglarized. You telling. Because you got to file a police report. You street niggas, stay in the street with that shit. No, don't become a law-abiding citizen when shit start going wrong. You in the street. Don't become law-abiding, trying to take, all the time up of the ambulance and all that old type of shit for your dumb street shit. No, keep that shit in the street. But nah, I'm dumb now. I bet they looking at me like I'm crazy. Man, old ass nigga, you don't know. You a goofy. You don't know. Why? Because you ain't real street. You ain't real street. You know at some point you're gonna have to call the police. Don't listen. Don't put no insurance on your car. Don't put no insurance on your house. Don't do none of that. Because when you do that, if something happens, you gotta call the police. That's not. That's not. You can't do that. And this right here, the kicker though. Check this out, y'all. How about this? How about when the police lock you up for a crime that you ain't commit? Oh my God, you street niggas get to telling. Oh my God, I ain't do it. It wasn't me. I swear up and down. I swear that. What about when the police throw some dope on you and then lock you up? Oh no, that ain't mine. I swear that ain't mine. Why you telling on the police? You a street nigga, deal with it. What about when they put that gun on you? Man, I swear he put the gun on me. It ain't my gun. No, you street. You can't do none of that telling. You can't do that. Why am I going so hard? Let me explain to y'all. That street code shit, like I said in my last video, is the dumbest shit ever. Man, listen, I lived that the mass majority of my life. And I wish I was never introduced into that fucked up way of thinking. I wish I was never introduced into that fucked up way of thinking. Because here's what street niggas got to do. You gangbangers, here's what they got to do. Say if a murder happened in the hood. You ain't have nothing to do with the murder. But somehow, homicide detectives, they come and grab you and say, come on, we believe you did it. And then somebody points the finger at you and say, yep, it was him. And you know in your heart that you did not kill nobody. But you know your homeboy, your friend, your gang buddy is the actual murderer. You know what you got to do as a street nigga, gang? You got to shut up and go do the rest of your life in the penitentiary for something that you didn't do. Dumb. And the worst part about that is that the guy that actually did the murder, he does not have to come forward and clear your name. But he your gang buddy though. He doesn't have to come forward and say, hey, y'all got the wrong guy. It was me. Let my brother out. No. Your dumb ass just got to go spend the rest of your life in the penitentiary while he still stay out there and continue to murder, have sex with your baby mama while you doing life in the penitentiary, and they ain't gonna send you a dime in Pakistan money while you locked up. Dumb. So my whole demonstration is this right here. This lawyer is out of pocket because he know damn well he gon' snitch like a motherfucker if somebody commit a crime in front of him. This hood educated, not lane related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.